इसलिए मार्क्स को अच्छे से नहीं मतलब पीरियड समझ नहीं आता वाले तो
सर कंप्यूटर ही आज टाइम पास ही
मार्क्स के तो पीरियड एक में मराठी था उसमें मार्क्स पता है दूसरे वाले में तो मैम खुद ही पढ़ाना
है आज मैम को कंप्यूटर चलाना
कौन से अच्छा हाँ
हमारी मैम हमेशा
हमारी मैम पता नहीं जल्दी हम 12 बजे बैठी हुई थी लैपटॉप से कॉल करके
हमारी मैम ने लिंक भेजा 12 बजे कि दूसरा लिंक ज्वाइन करो वो ज्वाइन करने में 10 मिनट
सिर्फ मुझे इंग्लिश के मार्क्स के तरह का कंप्लीट हो बाकी तो सब अच्छे हैं
हिंदी इंग्लिश
हिंदी भी अच्छा है
इंग्लिश बताया मैंने
नींद आ रही थी
भी आ रही है मुझे नहीं इनका आवाज में हमारा शुरू
तो देखा कैसे नहीं
देखा ना मेरे को बोला भी
मेरे को तो मेरा मुंह देख के सब लोग समझ जाते हैं कि इसको नींद आ रही
है
है
मैम ने मुझे बोला भी रुक गया
हाँ ये जब मेरा नींद में थी मैंने इसको देखा हुई था मैं इसको पूछ रही थी बॉटल ऐसे पानी पीना बॉटल को देख रहा था और जनरली समझ में नहीं आ रही नींद में मुझे कुछ तो हो रहा है
नहीं है कौन है
वो मेरे साइड में बैठी चीज है उसकी आंखें बंद हो रही हैं वो बहुत धीरे खोल रही है अंदर उसका फोकस डिसलोकेट हो रहा है जैसे फकिंग मर रही है क्या यहाँ पे
मैंने मैम को जस्ट कंफर्म करने के लिए नींद अभी नहीं आ रही क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया फालतू का वेट कर रहे थे मेरे को नींद आ रही थी मैं क्या करूं हो गई
नशे
whatever is okay. Itu kan ini ada nada yang kamu suka ini. Apa sih lebih dari itu? Ini. Saya itu suatu nomor satu. Ayo kita jalan deh. Ayo kita pergi ya sama sama. Tiga bangga mungkin. Jalan dulu. Iya, lain atau mulai. Dia kan itu kayak sih. So, nama. Masih ada sih. Ini juga punya sih. Nah, ini bisa. Nama itu. Udah aja kali ini. Halo, bisa benar. Tinggal mau sesuatu dari apa saja. Musuhnya.
Shall we do some questions? So yeah, sleep will drive away. Good morning. It's not night. You have to go home, have your dinner, and then go to sleep.
No, then study.
Huh? Study?
Yeah, I have
See,
my
look at your condition.
But they have a test on Sunday. I didn't study anything.
Sunday? Yeah. What test? Which subject?
Science and SSD.
Okay. And your school exam till?
It's till Monday.
Monday last exam.
Monday is maths.
Till what time you all study?
I study till 1. Then I sleep and wake up at 6.
6. I wake up and I sleep 12. Not every day, but.
Yeah, every day I sleep at 1.
Not every day.
I sleep every day at 1. I need to
I
study.
sleep usually 12:30.
You remain awake till 1. Do you study till 1 o'clock?
I keep my phone in the room and study with my sister. Must have been nice.
No, I say I sleep till 11 o'clock. But then if I have to do something, I sleep at
Don't keep dragging on, and see.
I don't.
9th standard if you give.
1:30.
I don't find time in the day usually, so it's necessary.
Why not? Your school, you all are
My school
CBSE
is
schools
so
getting
that is
over by 2
o'clock.
o'clock. Max to max 12 o'clock.
2:30
2:30 you all reach
the,
there.
no, the dispersal starts. We get like the school leaves us at 45, and 5 to 10 minutes it's mandatory to stay with friends, and then I go.
Okay, fine. 3 o'clock you reach home. After 3 o'clock, and every day you don't have.
3:45 again you have to get ready.
Yeah.
So at that time you don't have time to sleep. Every day you don't have class here, no?
I do.
Every day.
I come here for all
All subjects. You all are not enrolled for all subjects.
Everyday
You have
classes.
only 3 days a week. Only 3 days. And you all are for all subjects.
Yeah.
So all days. Okay.
I also do RMO, so Sundays also.
Revision.
No, RMO, the maths alone.
Okay. Correct.
And plus Wednesday and Friday it's still late.
Yeah.
And
8:30.
PSLSE.
8:30.
Today also. Well, luckily I don't have to stay today. I have exams tomorrow, so my mom told me you can come home.
But
Only Tuesday I have.
try understanding 9th standard syllabus is much easier. And for that only, if you're waking up till 2 o'clock, then 10 standard, what will you do whole night?
Yeah. I've seen my sister pull all-nighters and study.
Oh, she was too studious. There's no need to study that much at all. And that's why I told you that day, both of you are just opposite. She was too sincere and too studious.
At home, she's not. She's a mess at home, honestly.
Remember?
Mom, this big brothers and sisters, they're basically mess only. All their things
Oh,
be arranged.
is it?
Yes.
All my sister ruins is like the table with books. That's what she.
Listen, what I want to tell you, 9th standard, you just need to study 2 hours a day and solid 2 hours a day. That is more than enough. But as I told you, you sit with your phone, in between somebody calling, you entertain, you chat with your friends, messages going on, everything going on, and the book is open. So that's the reason you all have to wake up, keep awake till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Actually not needed. You should make a routine, wind up by 11:30. Maximum wind up by 11:30. 11:30 you should be asleep. Because you all morning school, no? For you all morning schools, you all have to get up by 5:36. You all get up, no? 5:36. Huh? 5:45, 6. So on an average 5:40, 5:36. DPS also 7 o'clock school, no? Podar also 6:50 school, no? Quite early. So that's why. So if your sleep
It
is,
takes time to go from here to there. It takes like half an hour.
you go by bus.
Yeah.
So practically half the school must be sleeping during the first 2 lectures.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Not exactly, because
Yes, but half of the no one.
The gate closes at 6:50, but lectures start from 7:50.
What do you do half an hour?
Assembly, everyone gathers.
We have this first time
all
half an
starts
hour.
after
8 to 10
hour.
minutes assembly. That is
We have to use different.
So
So
there's
there's
a
a
half
line
an hour class
you stand in the line, then you go up zero.
Our school starts from like 8
8 o'clock is better. Podar they start 6.
but it takes time to go from
Because
here
I'm going to suffer from next year. That's why I'm so worried.
I mean, you're teaching that.
No, my daughter, she'll have morning school from next year. Till now, she's enjoying afternoon school.
You have a daughter?
Of course.
Why do none of the teachers look old enough? Even Neelam ma'am doesn't
Who is
look old.
Neelam ma'am?
The English teacher.
Your school.
No,
her
here.
children are graduated. And she's just
So
young.
we know how to maintain our age. My daughter is in the 4th standard.
And it
Next year
doesn't
she'll
even
go
look
to
that
5th.
she's married.
That's true.
Is that young? Of course, I don't look that young, I think.
You look
My age speaks that I have got a 9-year-old daughter. So next year she's going to 5th
We live in the
standard.
same house.
Huh?
We live in the same bus.
And that's what I thought by looking at there's one girl with her. So I thought maybe you are her elder sister. That girl, so that girl the mother looks exactly like you. So I thought that maybe her daughter.
Get the number and find your long lost family.
Yeah.
So from the first day on, I was thinking maybe they are mother-daughter. No, what I'm telling you, really try understanding, try systematic study karo. Not that you keep the book open and do everything in this world and the book is open. You're wasting time because 7 hours you should sleep. 7 hours, why are you laughing? Why laughing?
Half the generation forgot to sleep 6 hours.
Then what will you do by the time you reach our age? When you do job, what will you do?
Then we'll sleep. But when
You will not get time, my dear. Now I'm surviving with only 4 hours sleep every day, months after months, years after years. Then what will you all do? When we were students, we used to sleep 7 hours as it is.
My sleep.
But sufficient sleep, that means good result also, no?
We are
Sufficient.
not able to sleep. What can we do?
No, because what happens, you know, you all waste time. Or the first few hours you waste time, and then what happens later? You feel, oh, I did not finish this, I did not finish. Then you end your study. Maybe for most of you, your study starts only at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Usually at 9.
So that's the you start late. Though the days you have 8:30 class, it's okay. Now that is understood. The day you finish 6:30, go home. Make it a point. 7:30 you will sit. So 7:30 to 10:30, 11, enough time. 3 hours every day, enough time for 9th standard. Then 10th standard, what will you do? 10th standard study is much more. And as I said, 10th standard study is conceptual, and you have to revise, practice papers. That's a separate preparation altogether. So you have to time management is very, very important. 11 baki hai, 12 baki, 12 mein kya karoge? Washroom mein bhi padhoge. 12 you have to manage.
Even if we go to bed at 11, we are not able to sleep.
Are the concepts of 10th easy? No, the concepts are not
Easy,
particularly
interesting. No, 10th lengthy. 10th is conceptual. 9th is boring. 9th is no concept anywhere. 10th is interesting, scoring, interesting.
Because I have heard from many
Again, 11th is boring, 12th is very interesting. It's like
Many people say 9 is more difficult than 10.
Nine-
Many of the professors like over there, the
Nine-
MBBS ka service also say.
no,
said
because for 8th standard CBSE, not for ICSE. ICSE it's a gradual process. The CBSE syllabus, you know what it is. 7th and 8th, it's very kiddish, nothing almost in their book. And suddenly in the 9th standard, they start talking about this and this and this. And it's not a gradual process. For ICSE, why they are able to manage so good? Because what they are studying in the 6th, elaborate same thing in the 7th, elaborate same thing in the 8th, elaborate same thing in the 9th, elaborate same thing in the 10th.
The syllabus is
So the
overall more
topics in the 10th
complex.
standard book, they have already started from 6th standard, which is not the case for you all. In the 10th standard, you will be learning so many things for the first time. That is the problem. And the 9th standard and 10th standard, few chapters only relation is there. You talk about biology, no relation at all in the 9th and the 10th.
Yeah.
Now only
Absolutely no relation. Only physics relation, that's all. That you ask the board, why are you studying? But you have to study to
Go
get
to
marks,
Pune.
no?
Go ask them. Make a
You
note.
have to study to get marks.
right?
But yes, these topics you will find little bit of relation in the 11th if you
Yeah.
take 5.
My sister uses my book for basic concepts.
So this is just no alternate skipping. 9th or 11th similar hai, 10th and 12th similar.
How much 11 we may leave some subject.
Of course. So but then the syllabus is like that, no?
Or PC
I mean,
and you use a lot of concepts from here.
ICSE?
You have to choose a 9th standard.
In the 9th standard only with stream. ICSE it's like.
The subjects go for the
But
Oh.
CBSE results are more better than us.
Huh?
No. CBSE not better. How can you say not better?
All the boards are the same. You just need to work hard.
Board wise, if you check, board wise, not you cannot compare two boards. Absolutely different. No, their board is absolutely different. Method of study and pattern of questions absolutely different. So CBSE, yes, it's you can score much more. But the problem
CBSE
is
has more amount of people scoring in the 90% since the last 2 years, right?
Because
this
syllabus is less. No?
100% touched.
Syllabus is much less. When you say result is more, maybe you mean that most of them getting 97, 98.
I'm about
90, because syllabus is 1/4
Of ICSE.
of ICSE. Check the 10th.
My cousins
Check
are
the 10th standard
ICSE.
ICSE books. Check the 10th standard ICSE book. Biology, 18 chapters. Physics, another 17, 18 chapters. Chemistry,
How
another
do they
17.
do that at the
So
end of the year?
Think, how do they do?
How much they have direct
And still they get 100 on 100, 100 on 100, 100 on 100.
Someone needs to stop ICSE board right now.
How
So,
much they have direct questions, right? I have heard.
no, assertions are there for
But
them also.
this year for the like R9 standard, many of the concepts have been omitted.
Where?
In 9th, yeah, a lot of
In your book.
Yeah.
Huh.
Altogether, a lot of
8
chapters.
I'm hearing that this is omitted.
No, here now see 5 King. This one, no, diversity chapter was a big chapter. It took almost 8-9 lectures we used to take to teach the never-ending chapter. You are talking about improvement. Just think about us. Improvement was a chapter where students would sleep in the class. We also yawn, and another diversity. We also yawn. Students also sleep. But thank God the diversity is almost. Did they mention in your school? Not there. Not there. So
In the syllabus, it's not mentioned.
from the COVID time.
Why do we fall in also?
Thought was also there, but why do we fall in was there? We taught last year. So
Yeah, my friend was struggling with that chapter.
that's easy, but that is applicable. That is good to study because you should know.
Ma'am, but now they are omitting
So
higher.
In 11th, it causes a lot of trouble. For people who did online 9th, they cannot handle the
so
syllabus.
for you all know, the best thing is, since your syllabus is much lesser, do extra, study extra. Study extra so that you can easily cope up in the 11, whatever stream you choose. I mean PCB, whatever combination you choose, PCB or PCM, whatever you choose. Physics also 10th and 11th, big jump. Chemistry, physics, big jump. Biology 10th and 11th, big jump. Maths also.
Chemistry, it's very practical and in-depth in 11th.
How is she doing? How is your sister doing?
She's surprisingly struggling in 11th. She cried yesterday.
My brother,
She was expecting to do better than this
Because
with
that
all the
is-
hard work
that
she's
is not
putting
only
in.
with her. For almost about 70% 10th standard CBSE faces a problem in 11 because suddenly the syllabus becomes too mature, as if a child has grown so big suddenly. It's like
They're expecting my sister to solve like 720 questions within 16 minutes or like 120 minutes, and that's just not. She's not able to cope up with that.
questions.
And
But that
the
is
paper
fine.
it goes to like okay, it's for NEET preparation, so they're giving
take out
out
your
of
notebook,
topic
just solve
questions.
few questions from what we had discussed today. Let's see. Few questions let us solve. Take out your notebooks. Huh?
तो कर सकते हैं.
That means practice, of course, but
It takes a lot of time and dedication to practice it over and over again.
practice, enough of practice.
My sister studies almost half the night and then wakes up and
And
studies
what
until
time,
she
what
goes.
time is her college? Which school
She took Kodar Akash integrated.
Acha, हाँ.
So she goes to
She's
school at
interested in
around.
medical.
Yeah, she's
Ah.
she's preparing for NEET.
Hmm.
She wakes up like at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock and then sits and studies again. I could never do that.
No, till 12 you have to do. If you want to do
She's
something.
very passionate about NEET and like she's giving it her all, but when she doesn't see the result, she just gets really disheartened.
My brother is studying for JEE.
Okay, yeah, that's more easy.
Chalo. Look into those previous board questions. Let us see those which are relevant. Try solving some. These are all from the next part. Excuse me. Look into page 154. There's one question number 9. Look into number 9. Number 9.
Page number.
Page number is 154. Number 9. Number 5. I'm going upwards. Number 5. Number 5 and number 9 from that page.
Number 5.
5 and number 9 from that page. Then come to page 157. Then come to page
7 and
5 and 7.
5 and 7 on 154.
154. Then straight away come to 158.
5 and 9, right?
158.
5 and
158.
9. 5 and 9. Okay.
Got that? 158. Very short answer type number 1. Very short answer type number 1. Number 3. What is the use? No need, don't write as use. What is the significance or benefit? Take it as benefit or advantages. So number 1, number 2.
Number 3 then.
Number 1, number 3 I told you. No, number 1, number 3. Number 1, number 3. Number 18. Number 18. Number 24.
Short answer.
Short answer 2 more, 24. That's it. Try. In your notebook, right? Now in this chapter we are left almost agriculture, plant part we are almost finishing. Agriculture we are now left with animal husbandry. So that would be almost the same time, but we'll talk about animal farming.
Improve crops, like
Start number, what is the first one? Number 5.
3 desirable agronomic.
We have discussed this. Number 5, mention 3 agronomic characteristics for crop improvement. What were those? 3 agronomic characteristics: dwarfness for the pea and profuse branching pattern for the cereals. Which page it is?
Increase in yield. That's what we're talking about.
That is page number, agronomic characteristics. It is there. You have to go down from there.
Mark it now.
Which page? 142 it is?
Yes.
See there. 142, the second point.
Mark it with your pencil.
142.
Could you explain?
Agronomic characteristics means every particular plant should have distinctive characteristics. For example, the height of the plant, the root system of the plant is absolutely based on what size of the fruit it will give rise to, what type of leaf it will have. I talk about the pumpkin, I talk about the cucumber. They can survive with weak stems because their stems, the plants are of the creeping type, climbers. But the same can I explain you for something like the mango and the lychee and the grape? No, because the stem nature is absolutely different. So what is the meaning of agronomic character? Based on what type of a fruit they would give rise to, what type of a leaf they would generally have, the height, the branching pattern of the root, everything depends. What will be the height of the plant? Based on what type of fruit they are going to give rise to. If it is the cereals, did we see the rice plants that tall? Rice plants are always a knee length. So when we talk about the rice plants are short because
there are only 2 mentioned in the book.
No, tallness, profuse branching, and dwarfness.
Yeah.
3 are
So I did tallness and profuse branching
1. That is 1.
Point. Then dwarfness, second point.
Achha, you have combined both these. These are 2 points actually.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Right. Tallness and profuse branching. Only few are there in your book. So this is like this. Understood? Now say suppose I talk about every particular. Now say if I talk about ourselves also, animals. People in the hot regions have a dark skin because they have to protect themselves from the melanin, from the sunlight, UV rays. And people in the cooler places have fair skin. Melanin is less because UV radiation not much. So that way, for plants also, what type of a soil they are in, that will depend. What type of branching pattern of the root they should have. Again, what type of fruit and leaf they have. That is called agronomic. Agronomic from the word agriculture. Agronomic characteristic of a plant. What is that next I told you?
Hybridization.
Hybridization, what is the question?
3 types of
Define hybridization and the
3 types of crossbreeding. Interspecific, intergenetic, and what is this?
Number.
Varietal. Question number 9.
Define hybridization. Mention the 3 types of crossbreeding. 3 types of crossbreeding. Mention. Define hybridization. What are you supposed to write?
Crossing between genetically dissimilar plants.
The process of crossing between genetically dissimilar plants to give rise to an improved variety. We are talking about variety improvement. Crossing or breeding also you can write. Breeding.
Process of crossing between
two genetically dissimilar plants.
Can be more than 2.
More than 2 for hybridization, yes. Grafting, 2-3 types also. Process of
2 dissimilar plants.
2 dissimilar plants. What I said, the process of crossing 2 dissimilar types of plants, 2 genetically dissimilar plants to give rise to improved varieties. To give rise to improved varieties. Then next you write the 3 types.
3 types are intervarietal,
Generic, interspecific. Right. Go to the next also.
Interspecific or intergeneric?
Improve variety बताइए. इसका ऑब्जेक्ट है hybridization. Improve variety बताइए.
संजीती क्यों नहीं रहा यार? संजीती नहीं रहा?
पिछली क्लास तो बुलाती है, इस क्लास को पता नहीं सेशन क्लास में. ठीक है दिमाग में ना आने वाला है. लिखा यार काम करना है. देखो कितना मांग रहा है. कितना लग रहा है? 36 के वाले तो मेरे 3 लाख में चेक कीजिए. ऐसा तो इसमें तो इतना पढ़ के तो भी इतना ही मार्क्स आएंगे. हमारे स्कूल में मुझे तो टॉप कर दिए. आउट ऑफ मिलता है. अरे हमारे स्कूल में 70% क्लास फेल हो गई.
और ये भी 50% क्लास फेल.
भाई मेरे इसमें 75% फेल. नहीं वो मैं हद से ज्यादा पा रहा हूं. मैं 2 मार्क्स दिया मुझे पूरा 5 मार्क्स का ना. हां 5 सब वो चाहता है तो हमारे सामने ऑप्शन ही नहीं दी. तो मैंने 20 का चेंज वाला सेम टू सेम का 100% है. इसके बराबर है. और मैंने रीडिंग भेजी. मुझे पता था बख्शी है. इससे पहले बख्शी थी. पहले चीज क्या था पढ़ने में कौन बोला था जिसमें रीडिंग थी. मैंने भी एक अच्छे से पढ़ा था और हमने बख्शी नहीं दी. सारे सब्जेक्ट में
संस्कृत में फुल मार्क्स आना पॉसिबल है. सर्वाइकल मैथ्स.
हां मैथ्स में
बस इंग्लिश में नहीं आ सकते. मेरी बहन की इंग्लिश में पूरा बोर्ड का मैथ्स एक प्लस बस ये बख्शी कराया था. अच्छा एक मार्क्स इंग्लिश में मिलता है ना लैंग्वेजेस में. बस संस्कृत के इसलिए तो सारे बच्चे संस्कृत के पीछे भागते हैं. हम लोग इसमें सारी पूरा ऑप्शन ही है.
संस्कृत नॉट एट ऑल. उसको
23 बच्चों को हम लोग के स्कूल से मिला था. मेरी बहन को 94.5.
वैरायटी के साथ एक्सचेंज भी होगा. हम लोग को वो एक ऑप्शन है तो इसलिए कुछ आईटी में कर लेना. उधर कुछ नहीं होगा. मतलब ऐसे कि अगर किसने काम आ गया ना, अगर हमें हेल्थ इशू हो गया और हम ज़्यादा अच्छे से तो आईटी बेस्ड सब्जेक्ट में रखना है. 16 तेरे इसमें होगा. हम लोग वाला पहले
बट तो यूज नहीं करता फर्स्ट में इसको पता नहीं है कि लाइक आईटी सेक्टर को पढ़ने ना वो खाली 11 ऑनवर्ड्स है
क्या है 14 कंप्यूटर हमारे स्कूल में 16 जो रेमेडियल वाला भी होगा वाला वही
बट उसका फ्यूचर में वैल्यू बहुत डाउन होता है सब्जेक्ट
वो पीछे बैठा मेरे पेपर 40 एक्सटेंड हो गया प्रॉब्लम माइनस पर लिटरली एग्जैक्ट कॉपी ऑफ देना माइनस और उसको जस्ट पास करना पहले पढ़ा 16 तो नीचे वाला बोला था कि एक का हिस्ट्री और इन्होंने एक का हिस्ट्री और 10 का हिस्ट्री सेम है अगर हुआ तो भाई टॉप होगी और ये फेवरेट हिस्ट्री नहीं एक बात बता रहे तुझे इतना आसानी से मत ले मेरा मतलब बहुत पढ़ने का मतलब मैं नहीं बोल रहा नहीं बोला मेरा भी बहुत कम आता है हां मैं जानता हूं एक टेस्ट को 30 करना मतलब मैं कोई कम है सोचने में 30 नॉट क्या चीज है 45 आता है मेरा भाई को लिटरली बहुत कम करता है बहुत कम सच्ची में मजा चला ऐसा बोला मुझे लगा उसको 70 मिला मैंने बोला नहीं बोला आपने मेरे सामने तो बोला था तो मैंने भाग किया था उसको हमने पूछा मुझे कि और आपको कितने मिले थे टेस्ट में मैंने बोला ना कम है नीचे था मतलब 35 में बोल रही वो बोर्ड्स में अच्छा रहा सुना मैंने 10 में भाई इस बार अच्छा चाहिए निकाल मैं तो खुश हूं सबने कैटेगरी बोला
That was number 7. Number 9. Number 9 over, no?
Yeah.
Define hybridization and what do you mean by genetically modified crops? What did you write?
The process of crossing
Number 9.
to genetically
dissimilar plants to give next improved varieties. Hybridization.
That is hybridization. Genetic modification.
that
What
is
did
not
you?
in the
That was you didn't ask.
That is a part of number 9, no?
No.
Define hybridization. That is question number 9, no? Page 154.
Yes, ma'am.
Question number 9 read, define hybridization. Explain the three types of crossbreeding practiced during hybridization. What do you mean by genetically modified crops?
See that part.
Likho. You may write it as a different question also, but this is
I
very...
put an arrow to symbolize it's a different part.
What do you understand by genetically modified crops?
The DNA is changed to get correct.
The types of crops in which
Definition of reproduction.
genetically modified, you write the types of crops in which I'm sorry, the types of crops grown by modifying the DNA, and removing undesirable characteristics in the cells of embryo.
Characteristics?
In the cells of embryo. In the cells of characteristics in the cells of embryo are known as genetically modified crops.
How do I spell embryo?
EMBRYO. Embryo. Crops which are grown by modifying DNA in the embryo are called genetically modified crops. Example, cotton.
Sorry, cells of embryo?
I'll repeat. Plants which are grown by modifying the DNA in the cells of the embryo and remove undesirable characteristics in the cells of the embryo are known as genetically modified crops. Example, cotton, rice, brinjal. These are
Can't
all.
we just write any plant because
No, not all plants. All plants are not genetically modified also. But banana, yes. The other day I explained you also, there are many crops in which genetic modification has happened, but the ones which are of too much of commercial importance, Why would the scientist and breeder use so much of their time and energy and patience to modify genes which are not actually going to give rise to products which are not of commercial importance? It's not so. So,
Why do we call rice paddy?
Yeah.
rice and paddy is, remember, exactly not the same. When we are talking about rice, certain breeds of rice, because of the structure of the grain,
Because in like the kharif crops.
kharif crops,
Yeah, in the kharif crops it gives rice and bracket paddy.
paddy.
What's the difference?
Rice and paddy, the grains are different, but the plants are almost the same. The leaf structure, plants, roots, almost
So
the
it's
same.
basically the same plant, just a different variety.
Grains are a little bit different. Grains are different. So rice, paddy, wheat, we always say together. Rice, wheat, paddy. They more or less grow in
Can
the
they
same.
be like used instead of the other? Like can you use?
Good sources of nutrient is the same in all over. Wheat, the best source. Wheat, the best source of.
But wheat cannot be digested very easily by the body.
And digested very easily. That
Comparatively,
is,
rice is better
rice
for the body.
nutrient is lesser.
Yeah.
Nutrient level is less. Nutrient level in wheat is much more. Fibrous content much more. Roughage much
How
more.
is it not digested?
No, it is digest, meaning it is a difficult starch, of course. What she means is when we are talking about the rice, a particular 2 spoon of rice gets easily digested, but
Whereas-
wheat, it takes a little bit of time.
If you eat a bowl
That-
of
That's
rice
what I
and
thought because we eat it like every day.
What?
They get used to it.
chapati gives a lot of energy. Rice does too, but
No, when you say it gets digested easily, meaning when we are talking about the amount of starch present in it, wheat has got a larger, higher content, rice lesser. But wheat is more beneficial because the other nutrients are more in it, fibrous content is more in it. Rice has nothing but the starch. Rice has nothing but the starch. So that's why it gets digested easily. Wheat take little bit, but health-wise.
What is the use of eating rice?
you just eat it for energy.
Use gives, so it's a source of energy, and region-wise that's a staple food. Region-wise, the food which grows ample, that becomes easily available and the staple food of that region. No. So you talk about the southern part of the country, the eastern part of the country. I cannot believe without rice. My lunch and dinner, you give me rice for breakfast also, I'll be very happy. So that is what it is. But yes, when we talk about there are people without roti, you cannot imagine. No. So that's a staple food that becomes. So that is over. Now go to the next set of questions. This fill in the blanks and all we'll do once we are done with the chapter. Very short answer that which one did I give you? Number 1, number 3, no?
Number 1, number 3, number 18 and 20.
What is the objective of hybridization? You have already written one question. Development of
and disease resistance.
Development of improved variety. That has to be written in your answer. Hybridization leads to development of improved variety of plants, making them disease resistant, making them tolerant to temperature. All these factors you will write, but the first sentence to write always is develop improved varieties of plants. Hybridization, develop improved varieties of plants. And next is use of mixed farming. I said right, significance rather in that.
Reduces risk and gives some insurance against failure.
Crop failure.
One of crops.
So what is the significance of mixed farming? Why mixed farming? Reduces or utilizes the
risk.
Nutrients. First of all, utilizes the nutrients of the soil. All the nutrients of the soil can be used up. Number 2, reduces the risk of crop failure. Even if I explained you just now that one crop is destroyed, the other type is, at least the farmer will be left with another 1 or 2 type to market. So that is it. Number 3. What next I asked you?
Define crop rotation.
Define crop rotation. How to write in a couple of sentences?
Different crops on a piece of land.
No.
In a pre-planned succession.
In a pre-planned succession. Growing crops, crop rotation. Growing crops in an alternate manner in a pre-planned rotation, growing plants in an alternate manner with leguminous plants. Or you can write growing plants in which leguminous plants are grown alternately.
In which leguminous plant?
Growing plants in which leguminous plants are grown alternately in a pre-planned manner in a piece of land. So leguminous plants are grown alternately. Every alternate season there is a leguminous plant to be grown. That is crop rotation.
And then question
And then I think I gave you one more, 24 I gave you. And how has the use of fertilizers improved crop rotation? 2 points if you have to write. Fertilizers improve crop production. How has fertilizers improved crop production? 2 points to write.
No, that's 25.
That is 25. I think I did not ask you to write. I'm just discussing this.
You asked 24. What will happen if
That you will write down. That you will write down. 25 I'm just discussing. 25. How has fertilizers improved crop production? 2 points to write. What will you write?
Higher using
Shorter period of time.
It they have
Protects the crops from pests.
No, that's fertilizers.
Quality.
Quality we cannot assure. Quality we cannot.
Ma'am, they provide a nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to the
Makes the soil rich. So what are the two benefits to write about fertilizers? Advantages about fertilizers, significance about fertilizers. Makes the soil rich in NPK. Number 1. Number 2, improve the yield of the crops in a very short period of time. Improve the yield of the crops in a very short period of time.
Ma'am, it even helps the farmers to grow more.
More cycles of crops in a season. In a year, more cycles of crops can be grown. So that you should write for number 5. 25. Now complete 24 in your notebook. What will happen if in a cultivated field only manures are supplied and in another field only fertilizers, and keeping all other conditions similar? 2 points you will write only for this. Write 2 points. It's a 2-mark question. 2 definite points. Think what to write. I will ask you after 2 minutes.
Only the disadvantages will work over here. For the manure and for
if it is manure, then what would be the advantage? And if it is fertilizers, what not? So you have to write here about
increase the
manure. The process of growth of the crops will be slower, and
but the soil won't be left ruined after the production.
The production can continue for a long period of time. The soil never becomes barren. So let us write 2 points for this. Number 24. Number 24.
First one.
Ma'am, in manures only organic materials are present, but NPK fertilizers are not.
In case of fertilizers, only basic few mineral nutrients will be rich.
Yes,
That is
so
right.
ma'am, that we can write.
Here you basically have to focus on soil quality and productivity. That is right. I will tell you what the points to write. What will happen if a cultivated field only manures are supplied, right? The first point. The field in which only manures are supplied, will have slow growth of the plants, as the particle size are big and uneven. As particle size are big and uneven and take long time to mix with the soil.
As
For
particles
are big and uneven. Particle size of the manure big and uneven and take long time to mix with the soil for absorption by roots. So that is the first point. Absorption by roots. Second point, okay. Same point, next line you write. The land in which fertilizers are used, growth is rapid as the particles enter into solution very fast. The particles are absorbed by the plants very fast actually. The second point.
Mom, could you repeat after rapid?
What
As the
else?
particles are absorbed.
What?
As the particles are absorbed very fast.
Growth is rapid as the particles are absorbed by the plant very fast. They get dissolved very fast, plants absorb them very fast. And the second point, the land in which manure is used remains productive. Land in which manure is used remain productive for long periods of time. Remain productive for long period of time. Remain productive for long period of time. What about the other side? Next line you write. The land in which fertilizers are used become barren after few years. Become barren after few years. Now, I'm not asking you to solve all these questions at one go, but off and on go through these questions. There are a whole lot of questions. Now, most of the questions are from animal husbandry, which we will do once we are done with that part of the chapter. So those questions also, but I have picked up some important questions. There are still many more questions from this part that we have finished. And even in the worksheet also has got many questions which we have finished already about agriculture and all. Keep writing down with pencil. You have a doubt, you can ask me. Next class, we can complete with the questions again. I can dictate you some more points. So keep doing that. And the next class will again. The next class we have completed here till crop protection. We have completed here only till where did we discuss today? I think only till weeds. We have completed only till weeds. We are supposed to start from the control methods, mechanical methods. We are yet to start. So we will start from here the next class.
Why do you always say this?
I'm matching the
I don't know.
So now there is one more that is different. I don't know, मेरी दोस्त को कुछ सुना दिया वो स्कूल में फोन लेके आए वो सबसे चढ़ गई
मुझे ये पता नहीं मैं कल कर रही थी ओह वाओ किसमें सबसे स्ट्रिक्ट टीचर्स अरे यार तो लिटरली ना वो इतनी भी स्ट्रिक्ट नहीं है जितनी जोइदा स्ट्रिक्ट है क्योंकि आप जोइदा मैम ने हर चीज कराने के लिए केमिस्ट्री फिजिक्स मैम हाँ चलो कल जो क्या है वो सब
नहीं ऑप्शनल होता है CPS और NDPS बट हमारी ब्रांच कोऑर्डिनेटर को चाहिए हम करें डिपेंड्स ऑन द कोऑर्डिनेटर मीना मैम वाशी की ऑप्शनल रखती है पहले वाली जो इससे पहले पुष्पलता मैम थी वो भी ऑप्शनल रखती थी लेखा मैम चाहती है सबका बट अच्छा
क्या हर सकते हैं जैसे उन्होंने पहले पिछली बार बोला ना वो पिछली बार उन्होंने वही बोला था कि वो उनके पेरेंट्स मना कर रहे थे तो कुछ बोलती पेरेंट्स मना कर रहे थे तो बोलते हैं मेरे पेरेंट्स ही मना कर देते हैं नहीं आपके पेरेंट्स मना करते हैं कृतिका को जाते हैं
तू कर रही है
नहीं बाबा मुझे घर जाके हम बोर्ड का प्रिंट करना है
सिरियसली मुझे कल परसों में थोड़ा चक्कर मैं पढ़ती हूँ पर पढ़ाना
हाँ एग्जैक्टली.
हेलो वो हैप्पी बर्थडे क्या चल रहा है तेरा काय भाई विश गेली का मला